I want to bring in Mark Murray now because we talk about polling here and looking at the matchup between Vice President Kamala Harris and Donald Trump. I know there's some new polling out from the New York Times. Also looking at young people, I think it's important to note here as we're thinking about this conversation that's being had right now between Prime Minister Bibi Netanyahu along with Vice President Kamala Harris. Walk us through some of the things that stood out to you, Mark.
Yeah, let me break down the numbers for you, Yasmin. And overall, this is a really close and competitive race after President Biden's exit from the 2024 presidential contest. The poll overall has Donald Trump ahead by 1 percentage point among likely voters. That's well within the poll's margin of error. And notably, it's actually a much closer contest than it was right after that poor debate performance by Joe Biden, when Donald Trump had a 6-point lead among likely voters. But Yasmin, you asked about young voters in this, and in this current matchup, Harris has about a 20-point lead among young voters over Donald Trump, and that is a much wider lead than we've seen in past polling. And that's just not the only poll that shows Harris doing better among young voters than Biden was doing. But worth also noting, Yasmin, that we end up seeing in this New York Times Siena College poll that Donald Trump's actually doing a little bit better with seniors than he was doing when Joe Biden was his opponent. So a little yin and yang when we look at the youth vote versus seniors.
I also think it's interesting because as this new poll is coming out, we're just seeing Harris's stepdaughter kind of hit back at these resurfaced comments from JD Vance back in 2021, Mark, where he said the country was being led, and I'm quoting here, by the way, a bunch of childless cat ladies. Walk us through that.
Yeah, and of course, that's from older footage from JD Vance, and really kind of going to the point that Kamala Harris doesn't have children of her own, but as she, in her campaign, are fighting back, and also her stepchildren are pointing out that, you know, Kamala Harris has stepchildren and has been an active mother, helping to raise them. And so, you know, this is actually being litigated. But Yasmin, when we're talking about the polling, it's also worth noting the humongous gender gap that we are seeing between men and female respondents, where Donald Trump has a very, very large lead among men, but Harris has a really big lead among women. And we're seeing a lot of social media responses coming from women who did not like those that prior and previous JD Vance response.
All right, Mark Murray for us. Thank you, Mark. Appreciate it.
Thanks for watching. Stay updated about breaking news and top stories on the NBC News app or follow us on social media.